The farmer never saw it coming. He just wanted to host a little fighting tournament in the village. But those sweet, gentle-looking girls turned into absolute savages the moment the battle started. Even the normally docile dog showed terrifying, disaster-level power. At first, James was completely clueless, thinking everyone was just really into sports. Little did he know, they were all dying to show off. That's when Lily, the dragon girl, came to James saying she wanted to go home and train specifically for this. James freaked out and quickly stopped her, because last time Lily casually kicked a hole straight through the forest. If she came back from training, she'd probably level the entire forest. So to protect their home, James hastily gave her a referee position, claiming only the strongest could handle the job. Lily was satisfied and accepted. Right then, Ava, Lily's niece, ran over. She also wanted to head home for some training. James had no choice but to make both dragon girls referees at the same time. Meanwhile, James's two wives were at each other's throats. Vampires and angels were natural rivals, and both wanted to beat the other at the tournament. To avoid any disasters, James asked Laura to handle all the healing. Next, they needed to build the arena and spectator stands. James specifically added a dining area so people could eat while watching the fights. Before they knew it, tournament day arrived. Members from all three villages showed up, with the Demon King and Dragon King as special guests, though their relationship seemed a bit awkward. As the host announced the start, the first annual Big Tree Village fighting tournament officially began. James's opening speech was short and sweet. He hoped everyone would be careful and not get hurt. The rules were simple: draw lots to determine opponents for one-on-one matches. There were two ways to win: either knock your opponent out of the ring, or knock the ribbon off their head. First up was the Logistics Division battles. The opening match featured a civil servant girl versus a beastkin girl. The two went at it pretty evenly. They looked delicate, but their strikes were vicious, which left James stunned. After catching a brief opening, the civil servant girl knocked off the beastkin's headband and won. But right after the result was announced, her face went pale. The second match ended even faster. Regular magic had zero effect on the dwarf, and by the time the girl realized it, she'd already been gently escorted outside the ring by the dwarf. The third match was even more ridiculous. The centaur girl was about to charge when her opponent put up a barrier, and the match was over because the centaur got so fired up she charged right out of the ring. The next match was a Breeza drunk slime versus a tree spirit. Soon they reached the Logistics Division's final match, Rem from the Demon King's castle versus Senna the Beastkin. Rem used sword and magic, covering both close and long range, while Senna fought completely barehanded. Logically, the gap should have been obvious, but Senna's movements were incredibly nimble, constantly closing in and looking for openings. In the end, both fell out of the ring at the same time, a draw. That wrapped up the Logistics Division, and James handed out medals to the winners. But people quickly noticed that Village Chief James's name wasn't on the roster. Next came the Warrior Division. The rules were even more brutal. If you hit